Yes, you did indeed read that right. We are finally finishing the main base, or, well, at least the exterior of it. Although it's totally possible I will definitely add things in the future that we won't get done today. I know, finishing the whole exterior in only episode 19 is kind of wild, but trust me on this one. We're going to be far from complete on this, like far from complete, because if you remember and have seen recently, the interior is completely gutted, absolutely unfinished, and there also aren't any walls this side, which I haven't decided if I want walls or not. Maybe just the mountains could be expanded. I haven't quite decided yet. So trust me on that one, we are far from complete. But the front has been bugging me for so long. The fact that there is just this area that just stops. It stops, it's very flat, it's very undynamic, and it just looks very boring. So we need to build up from here and continue till we reach basically build limit, I think, which to be honest probably isn't that far from here. We're 227 standing here. I think the build limit's like what, 300 and something, so we're gonna be pretty close to it, and I'm just hoping that I've definitely done my calculations correct and we aren't just gonna have some issues, because otherwise my base will literally end like this and look very unfinished, and I'll be very disappointed. But before we do all that, we have a factory to continue. And if you missed the last episode, we did the front facade. Of course, go check that video out if you haven't already. It got way less views because I think at the same time as that video went out, so did a million other videos from a certain series. And yeah, YouTube doesn't do very well when they're trying to push out that many videos. So if you didn't see it, please go watch it. I can almost guarantee you missed it. You might even miss this one. Who even knows anymore? YouTube is a little bit funny when it comes to pushing out so many different videos from similar content creators, I guess we can say. But today we need to sort out our shops. Now, we've got two shops going on. We've got our copper shop / honey shop, and that one is doing pretty well in terms of I've bred up these bees a bunch. Now we're getting like a lot of honeycomb and honey bottles, so we'll be able to eventually stock some of this in our shop. Yes, I know that Hypno's got a honey shop, but I'm thinking if people buy copper from our shop, they'll also come to buy honey. And yeah, by the time hopefully this fills up, we'll have a design for the interior of the shop, which will be fantastic. So those guys are working their butts off, their little busy bee butts off. But yes, the other shop is the glass shop. Now, I know what you're thinking, False, the glass shop's fine. Stress is getting you the glass, you're dyeing them. Yes, but dye is an issue. I do not have any dye farms other than the cactus farm, which is doing, for such a small farm, I think it's doing pretty well. Granted, I haven't really been over here too much, but this is a very sort of passive farm. I don't really have to do anything to it. It just does its thing whenever I'm over here, and then I end up sort of smelting it, and then I do end up using, I think I ended up taking all the dye over to my main base, or chucking it in one of these. No, I think I took it over to my main base so that I can actually use it. But we're going to be needing the other dyes. And I know what you're thinking, False, why the sudden need for lots and lots of dyes and lots of glass to be prepared, ready for your shop? Well, Impulse recently came over on a live stream and purchased a super large amount of purple and magenta glass for a future build of his. And, well, we didn't really have quite enough. So I had to actually quickly hop on, make some, sell it to him, and yeah, that was great, but I was then out of stock of those colours. And those two colours aren't exactly the most difficult, or at least with using lapis. Blue flowers are pretty much impossible to get. And I did actually want to have a blue flower farm in this factory, but what I didn't realise is that this biome, which is a frozen peaks, I believe, does not have any flowers growing at all. Look at those bees. They're all queuing up. They're queuing up to drop off their honey. They're like, False, we've got the honey for you, we're ready. That guy's just having a great time over there. He's having a little party. But anyway, I tried it in creative mode. Correct me if I'm wrong, but basically, you just get grass. You get grass. You just grow a bunch of grass, and you just get grass back. Which isn't ideal. It's great if you want to get loads of long grass and tall grass to use for planting up and stuff, but not great when you actually want flowers. Not ideal at all. So I've got two spots in here for the flower farm. One being here. It wouldn't need very many. It'd need 4 slots. This, I think, is only going to have 3 in a row. But the other spot I was thinking was up here. I was thinking of doing some sort of natural sort of cave area where I could just come down these stairs, just about get on here, you know, use a bunch of bone meal, have maybe a barrel here, and then grow them, or maybe put them in these 4 slots here. But then I was like, well, the stone kind of, I don't like how the stone looks, and I don't like how this looks up here. Eventually we're gonna have some sort of pond up there, so I don't really want to do too much up that end, although maybe dripping ice would look kind of cool. But then I was like, you know what, I've got all these colors of blocks, this is the color we're using mostly. Why not use the raw granite? I feel like that could look really, really good. In fact, let me go grab some real quick. By the way, when I say real quick, I mean I have to spam open all of these chests and hope that I have granite here somewhere. I don't actually think I do. How embarrassing. Anyway, I guess I'm gonna quickly go grab some granite from somewhere. Oh no. What a failure. What a failure. I've had to come all the way back to my starter base mine, as you can see by the staircase, just to get some granite. There was absolutely none in the caves near my factory or my main base. There's also a zombie still here somewhere, but we won't worry about him. I might also grab the copper while we're here for the copper shop. We're definitely going to need some more raw copper for that too. I'm just hoping this is worth it and actually would like the design. Otherwise, this would have all been... Well, you know what? I will need granite anyway. So it's actually not too much of a waste. We need this for polished anyway. So we'll grab it all up and then head on back. Right. Let's try it here. Let's just copy this cave shape with these blocks. Oh, that floor's going to have to be grass though, isn't it? To be able to grow the... flowers on, but let's just sort of keep this quite natural for right now. We can worry about it, the shape of it afterwards, quite easily. But let me just fill in the back real quick. Yeah, I feel like it would just, it would almost look a bit like a decoration than anything else, which I kind of like the idea of. Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. We can always change it later. Kind of like it. There's still so much light coming in here as well, which, by the way, this will be, you know, dim and dark eventually, but with the amount of holes in the ceiling, that'll be a little while till that happens, that's for sure. So I've done a little, few little extra things like this. I want a little flap on here though, and I need to move this so I can put a wall in. But of course we did this section here, and look what I did with the ice. I kind of like that. Like I said, that there's going to be a lake, I think, just outside the factory. And yeah, I think I might put blue glass or some other kind of glass or something see-through at the bottom of it so you can see up through it. I think that could be kind of cool eventually. But yeah, I think it's all coming together. I do want to bring in an extra block though. So if you've got any suggestions, let me know. I don't mind this block, the polished basalt, but I feel like we need something extra. I don't know if I want to bring in some terracotta to mix it up. I think maybe I should probably look at the blocks I've used at the front of the factory a little bit. We could bring in some browns. Definitely could bring in some browns. Oh, hello. Goodbye. Ooh, I don't think he can come close enough to explode, but you never know. Not really worth the risk. Anyway, heading back in via the doorway, we are gonna... When am I gonna stop flying down here? I need to start using the path. I guess while it's got holes in the wall, I might as well. Yeah, I'm gonna start on this project. I had a plan previously to put sugarcane with pistons in the back of this, so this collects both that and the cactus. But I thought, you know what, I've got so much space here and so many areas for these chests to collect that I might as well just stick it in this little one. Sort of replicate that, but over here. So I guess let's do a mini time lapse of me building a little mini sugarcane farm. Oh, and I need it because I keep running out of firework rockets, and look at this. I got plenty of gunpowder. So all we need is paper. Let's do it. And here is the farm. It's very, very similar to the cactus farm design with the water source going to the collection area. And yeah, it's very, very simple farm with the observers and the pistons, and it just works great. You couldn't do anything better other than make it bigger. And make it bigger, I could definitely do. But basically how this works is it grows up to that second layer. And then when it does the third, the observer goes off and it sets off all the pistons, which pushes them into the water source. It goes all the way up here, blah, 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 into a chest. I'm hoping this water is... Why does it look like it's flowing downwards? I might need to double check that with the kelp. In fact, I'm going to do that now. No, it seems to be fine. Yep, no, it's fine, except for the fact that it goes up a little high. In fact, thinking about it, I might actually expand it this way and potentially add a couple of rows I could definitely add another one here, and then here, and then here. You know what? It might fit one, maybe two more. I keep forgetting there's redstone behind. So that could look messy, but I'll figure it out and see if we can expand that. Anyway, that's enough for the mini project over here that is not that mini. No, but the parts inside are pretty mini. But now it's time to expand the Megabase, and we're going to do that in the only form we know how to. I mean, it's going to be a lot of work, so yeah. And you've seen it all before, pretty much. So time-lapse it is. It's going to be a mega time-lapse at that. So enjoy this, and I'll catch you on the flip side. And it is complete, and it is mega. It's definitely mega. I mean, I say it's complete. There are still walls missing, but oh my goodness, how many hours has this thing taken me so far? It's actually insane. It's actually insane. And the inside is wild. It's wild. I've started trying to hook up all these little areas, all the doorways that I have made, just so that we can figure out the interior soon. I think what I will do with the interior is leave these walls as is, and then build boxes out of the ones that I want to be a room. Like, for example, this one could be a nice little room that could attach to this. I could walk in there. I could enchant some items. Maybe it's a bit small for enchanting. Maybe it's the bedroom. Who knows? But that's a very tall tower. So maybe there's a staircase up to somewhere up top. Yeah, the possibilities are literally endless. In fact, I need some room ideas, because this place could technically have an awful lot of rooms. I'm also not sure if I want a big giant circle in the middle. Yes, I said circle. This isn't circular enough for me. You know me. I feel like I kind of wanna trick people into thinking I've not gone circular for a season by the outside, and then they walk in and they're like, bam, giant circle. Maybe to bedrock. Who knows? Anyway, I now want to work on prettifying this a little bit more, because I mean, I think this is quite pretty, but I believe that this area lets it down here. It looks really messy. So I want to add a tree, maybe a tree over there, just to sort of pretty up the front. I want to add the details. I keep forgetting to do that, but I've got some little details I want to do with some end rods along here. I need to add like a banister with some fences, add some lighting that isn't just torches, although you know what, we won't worry about lighting too much for right now. And maybe, oh yes, I was trying to decide what I wanted to use for these walls here. Either it's going to be, well, walls, maybe a dark black wall, maybe a black stone wall or something, or anvils. And I do have an awful lot of iron now, so I might try anvils. Look at that, there's a hole right there. Perfect. Yeah, anvils, we'll give that a shot. And yeah, I'm excited to show you guys the little details that I have planned, but I would love to add more. I want to add more details, so by the end of today's episode, if you see anywhere and you're like, False, add this thing there, let me know. Let me know. Do let me know. But anyway, let's get on with some trees, and I'll bring you back in when I've built one, and then we can take a look and see how it looks. Now, hopefully you want to see this as much as I do. It's pretty cool. You're ruining my big reveal. You're ruining my big reveal. Also, I don't have my sword on me. Give me my axe. Blimey, really? Okay, let's redo that. Pretend you didn't see anything. Pretend you didn't see anything. I've got to get back up here again. Oh my goodness. Okay. Retake. No, I bet you want to see the castle thing. You definitely haven't seen it yet. You have. Anyway, ta-da! I did the trees. I did the trees. They look good, don't they? They look pretty good. I'm pretty happy with them. In fact, let's have a quick fly around just because we get the roof as well. Oh yeah. See what I mean about bringing in the green? It just sort of, I don't know, it grounds the whole thing. Makes it feel a bit more realistic. I don't really know how to explain it, but I do really like it. I guess I still need to figure out how we're doing with the grass. I'd love for all of the grass to be visible. So either I will put string up at build limit, maybe just around this grass. But I don't know, that sounds like a massive pain in the butt to try and figure out. Also, I do want to do some stuff with the ice. I think it should be all melted underneath these branches. Because of course, snow doesn't hit these areas. So it'd be really, really cool if these are like water, for example. So that would be really nice. And yeah, I should probably also add like things like that. Maybe not you. But yeah, things like this. Just to add a little bit more grounding to it, because it sort of just looks like it's balanced on the ice. But yeah, really, really happy with this. Let me know what you think. And there are actually a few more touches I said I was going to add, so let's add those now. Well, asking around for blaze rods, apparently Krallis sells some in the sauna at his base. Why does that sound super sus? Okay, I guess we're quickly gonna hop over there. And then also let's weave through. Oh god, there's a Since when is there a Ravager up there? I did not know that was a thing, but yeah, okay. Anyway, we're gonna have a nose around Krallis' base, I guess. Ooh, it's fancy in here. Oh wait, he's got farms in here. What the heck? His house is so large, you need signs to get around it. Oh my goodness, he's got a little foxy. Ah, the thing on it that says the sauna might be. Oh yeah, 2 stacks of light, dude. How did I not know that Krallis' base had shops in it? How have I only just learned that? I don't know, but anyway, I'm gonna grab some. Oh, let's do it. Well, I think I've added most of the finishing touches, little additions, like, for example, this beautiful black glass pane border. I've also used fences down here. We've even added a little bit of water. I really wanted to add water in this build somewhere. And this looks pretty good, but let's give the full reveal from over at the pillar that seems to be the place for me to stand. And here it is. All 4 trees are in. I wanted to like sort of keep it quite balanced but have different size trees. So there's a little baby one there. He's so cute. I'm also going to dot just a few little trees just here and there, maybe in a cluster like there, maybe around here, just in little places. I don't want it to feel too I don't want to overtake the ice because it would be weird for them to grow, obviously, in ice. But maybe we'll do patches of grass where there are sort of little mini woodlands with maybe 2 or 3 trees each. I think that'll be really cool. But yeah, let's go close up and look at the details. Of course, not quite completely finished, but I've definitely done a lot of work here. I've tried to make sure there's no snow underneath the trees. I've tried to make sure there's no stone still in the trees. I was using stone as like a little guide when placing the logs. And yeah, so 1, 2 trees there. We've completed the bridge. Oh, you know what? There is one more thing I need to do, and that is, I forgot to do, add the lanterns here and here. Cute. Now the entrance looks a little cuter with a little roof thing over it. I continued the bridge here because it doesn't make sense that you'd go that way or that way, so just connect it up. And then of course this side we've got 2 more trees, and this one here's got a little swing in it. How cute, how cute. I've also started adding anvils here. Of course I ran out there and forgot. Sounds about right, but yeah, I think I'm gonna put some candles on them or something like that, and that'll just give it that little bit of pizzazz. But I think this area now is pretty much complete. I was thinking I could put something up here, but I think that maybe might take away from the rest of it. So I don't know. I kind of want to I don't want to go too crazy. That's why there's a lot of detail at the bottom here with the trees, but I don't want to obviously cover up too much of up here. But yeah, anyway, do let me know what you think in the comments below. This has been such a fun episode to do, if not a super tiring and long-winded one. But I'm finally done with the front of the base, so we can now concentrate solely on the interior. I mean, I don't have a plan for the interior yet, but well, that's what I'll be working on. That's what I'll be working on. But the factory, however, I do have a few different projects ready to roll for that. And one of those being how to connect this base with the factory. Because for those that don't know, it's like, what, like 1,000 blocks that way, maybe more? It's like a short flight, but it'd be really, really nice to have some sort of maybe minecart system, or I don't know. And also maybe a train. I'd quite like to build a train, so maybe a little train station just to go that side. And I guess this side too. Where am I going to put a train station this side? I've got space around the factory, but here I've kind of filled the area in. So maybe it stops inside. It'd be really cool actually if the track went through that gap there. Anyway, sorry. I'm just brainstorming now at this point. But guys, if you've enjoyed, be sure to like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys all in the next episode. See ya!